Hello, everyone. Scott Wallach, the Associate Program Director for the NICU Fellowship at Children's Wisconsin. This morning I have with me our recent graduate and newest faculty member, Dr. Alicia Sprecher. Alicia, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Thanks for joining me. So making a series of these videos to some of our faculty since the coronavirus pandemic is occurring, people won't be able to meet us in person, but I wanted everyone to get to know you guys a little bit, at least through an interview. So now you just joined our faculty, graduated on June 30th. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I just was hoping, give us a little idea of your experiences here at Children's. How did it prepare you for life as an academic neonatologist?
Well, I mean, in my 8 days of being an academic neonatologist, I can't say I have a ton of experience, but one of the things that I think was really helpful about this program is the strength of our fetal concerns program. We see a lot of congenital anomalies. Taking care of the 26-weeker with gastro. Yeah, we did that. TEFs in a micropreemie, done it twice now. The good, the bad, and the ugly of posterior urethral valves, CDHs, left-sided, right-sided, Morgagnis. I think there was a lot of exposure to a lot of different anomalies, and that's not even counting the multiple congenital anomalies category, which is always a fun one. So I think that was really helpful. I feel like we work really well with our subspecialists, and in particular our pediatric surgeons and our cardiologists. So not only do we get a lot of experience co-managing with those teams, I also learned a lot from my surgical colleagues, from my cardiology colleagues, and all the other subspecialists we interact with. On top of all of the congenital anomalies babies, we also have a good spread of prematurity, so you get a lot of your good bread and butter neonatology there as well. And that's all capped off by having attendings and nurse practitioners that are great team members and great teachers. So I hope that it's all come together to prepare me. I'll let you know maybe 30 days in, but 8 days in, it feels all right.
I think you're doing just fine so far. Yeah, we always give you a little time to just adjust, but you're well prepared. Now, you were quite an accomplished researcher during your fellowship. I mean, the wall behind you will eventually be filled up with plaques and awards and everything else. Would you mind letting us know a little bit about what you did as research and how the program helped prepare you for life as a researching neonatologist?
Yeah, I knew coming in that I wanted my research to keep me close to the patients. I'd done bench research in the past, and I really wanted to see sort of where research meets the bedside. And for me, that ended up being in the area of quality improvement. So I came to you and to Mike Ewing, our medical director, and my eventual mentor, and said, hey, I want to do QI. And you said, okay, we haven't done that before, but we can figure this out. And I got a lot of fantastic training. There is a QI training course based here at the Children's Hospital that I went through. It's about 8 months, multiple sessions, taking you through developing a project, analyzing data, publishing those results, and then added into that things on change management. How do you manage the people part of quality improvement? And that was really, really helpful. We took a project through that, a project looking at decreasing admission hypothermia, which we had a lot of success in. We actually got our rate down below 10%, which is phenomenal. And then the rest of my time in fellowship, I spent focusing on quality improvement efforts, looking at how we manage pain and agitation. And that is some of the work that I'll continue to do now that I'm staff. So I think the program really was flexible and let me pursue something that we hadn't done before, and found great ways to support that, and great mentors both within the department and outside of the division.
I do remember your conversation about wanting to do QI, and I'm like, that sounds great. How do we do this? But let's figure it out. And look at you now. We hired you on as staff, and now QI is one of the things we can do. I already know the answer to this question, but are you willing to take on a fellow applicant as a mentee for a research project?
Yeah, I think I'm excited to be one of the point person people now for QI in the division, and would be happy to provide mentorship, guidance. I think I see my role as staff now as sort of being a touch point for quality efforts that are happening at the level 4 NICU here at Children's, and hopefully we'll kind of be involved in all of the QI efforts that are happening.
Excellent. So you are one of the several people on here who spent time in Chicago, but saw the light and moved up to Milwaukee. And you've been here now a couple of years. You know, it's not a place that a lot of our fellow candidates get a chance to spend some time in before they interview. What's some of the things you like to do in Milwaukee? Some of your favorite activities?
All of my hobbies, thankfully, for this period of time are outdoors, which means that I can do a decent number of them in our COVID era. So I think Milwaukee is a great place to live because it has a lot of those benefits of a bigger city. You've got sports teams, you've got concerts, festivals, restaurants, all those sorts of things, but it also is a place where you can get outside. I remember when we came here to look for a place to live, we went for a walk just outside of Wauwatosa, so within 15 minutes of the hospital walking, and saw a deer and a hawk, and we were like, that's weird coming from Chicago. So all of our hobbies, my husband and I, are outdoor. We like to play Frisbee. We like to go canoeing, camping. We bought a sailboat this year, which is exciting, and have been out on the lake pretty much every weekend. It takes us about 20 minutes to get from our house to the lakefront, which is fantastic. So I think there's a lot of the benefits of a big city, but then without sort of being stuck in the city, you can do a lot outside as well.
Excellent. Well, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know you got a lot going on, but I always ask everybody at the end, just so they can get to know us as people. Alicia, some fun fact about yourself.
Fun fact. So I actually was a competitive horseback rider. I rode, well, I begged my parents from the time I was 2 and verbal, but took lessons from the time I was 8 into adulthood, and actually competed on the national level. Horseback riding. It's not something I've been as involved in lately, but hopefully eventually I'll get back to it again. So if you have any equine questions, I can probably field those as well.
So you're an expert in horses, QI, and neonatology and sailing.
Yeah, those would be the areas. We're very bougie, my husband and I, sailing and horseback riding. Also very dirty hobbies, but altogether fun ones.
Excellent. All right, well, Dr. Sprecher, I will let you get back to your many activities. Thank you so much for your time. Everybody, thank you for your time. If you have more questions, you can check out more information about Dr. Sprecher or the program on our fellowship website. Take care, everybody, and stay safe.